Hello children, I am Vaishali madam. Welcome to your EVS class.
We are going to begin with the new lesson, lesson number 10 about kitchen. So we all like food, right? And we are always wondering, "Aaj mama kya banayegi?" What is there in the kitchen, right? So in this lesson, we are going to learn more about how things are cooked, what should we eat, how we eat, where are they cooked. Okay. So the things that we are going to learn is different types of utensils. What are utensils? Yes, the vessels that you see in the kitchen. Some are used for cooking, some are used for serving, some are used for eating. So there are different types of vessels, utensils that are used, which are made up of different material. Okay. Then the next is type of food we eat. Some food is which we eat raw, which we can eat raw, and which we must eat raw, and some which needs to be cooked before eating, which we cannot eat raw, right? So that we will learn. The next is method of cooking. There are different method of cooking. We use different utensils to cook with different method. Okay, some things we are used as boiled, some we steam, some we roast, some we bake, some we fry, some we deep fry, some we shallow fry, right? And then the next is different type of fuels that are used for cooking. So when we do cooking, basically we use the gas and the stove that is on in the kitchen. Everybody has that cylinder of gas in the houses, but there are other methods also which can be used for cooking, right? So that we are going to learn about in this lesson, right children?
So now coming to page number 63, there is an activity given, there is a drawing given. Look at the picture, color the space which have dots in them. So you're going to color the space which has dot, and you're not going to put any color which is blank without dot. And then what do you see? Then you will have to find out what you will notice. There are picture of some utensils. You are going to name them. So after you color it, you are going to get kadai, pot, pressure cooker, pan, spoon, spatula, tawa, ladle. So these are the utensils that you'll be able to notice, and you'll write down in the boxes given below. Okay. So now coming to page number 64. In the picture you have found some utensils that are used for cooking. Are there any other utensils used in your house for cooking? Which are they? So are there any other utensils than the one that we found on the previous page? So if there are, then you're going to mention them in the given box. What are the utensils made up of? So now we are going to write about the utensils, the material that is used for utensils. So basically, when we will look into the kitchen, nowadays we find that the utensils are made up of steel. Steel is a metal. See, basically it is stainless steel. Matlab it doesn't get stained easily. That is processed. Then the other materials are aluminium, then copper, iron, Teflon. Some are also earthen materials are also used. Okay, so these are the different kind of materials that are used to make utensils. We find the utensils made up of this material. Now ask some elderly people what kind of utensils were earlier used and what were they made up of. So in your home you're going to talk to the elderly people and just inquire about the materials that were used to make utensils in the early days. Now think and tell, which things do we cook before eating? Which things do we eat raw? Which are the things we eat both cooked and raw? So now this is something to think and answer. There are a few things that we use raw, we can eat raw. There are a few things that we need to cook before eating, and there are a few things that can be eaten both raw and cooked. So here is a list of few things that is according to me. You can add to it, you can change to it. Okay, so things that can be eaten raw, I have written cucumber, tomato, carrot, radish, cabbage. These are the things that can be eaten raw. things that are eaten cooked, that is dal, rice. Can we eat them without cooking? No. Chapati, then vegetables like brinjal, potato, we cannot eat them without cooking. And the things that can be eaten both raw and cooked: onion, tomato, radish, carrot, cabbage, and you can add to it, right? There are few things that can be eaten both raw and cooked. Coming to page number 65. Have you seen a chapati being made in the kitchen or anywhere else? There are so many things to be done for this: taking out the flour in a utensil, kneading it into a dough, making small balls of the dough, rolling out the balls, and then cooking it on fire. After so much efforts, the chapati reaches your plate. So you know this is a process that is involved in making chapati. So if you have observed it, like your mom cooking or your nani or your dadima cooking, then it's good. If you have not observed it, so now be alert and visit the kitchen frequently. Okay. Now moving further, see and write. Go to the kitchen and observe something being cooked. What all was done to cook it? Name the item, ingredients, like what is put into it, and the steps that were involved in cooking that item. So this is your activity. You're going to do it, right? Maybe in the evening you can do it. You can follow your mom to the kitchen, right? You have seen that the food items are cooked in a variety of ways. Some are baked and some are fried. Some are roasted while some are steamed. So what are all these terms? Baked, fried, roasted, steamed. Yes, they are the different ways of cooking food. Now think and write. Here there is a table given, method of cooking and the name of the things that are being cooked by that particular method. For example, roasting. So what are the things that are being roasted and cooked? Now this activity you will try it on your own. I will certainly give you the correct answers, but this is your preferences, your choice, and the things that are being cooked at your place. Okay. Then boiling. What are the things that are cooked by boiling? Then frying. What are the things that are fried and cooked? Then baking. Two examples of the things that are baked and cooked. And there are two other blank options given for method of cooking that you can write it on your own. You can add to it and complete the table. Now coming to the next page, page number 66. Think and write. Which fuel is used to cook food in your house? Now just go and check into your kitchen. What is the method of fuel that has been used at your house? I think most of us have LPG gas cylinders in our house. Yes. So we all have the option number 3 in the first column. You can just go and verify into your kitchen. Yeah. And if we don't have this cylinder, maybe we have the pipeline gas in our houses, because in Baroda most of the areas have this pipeline connections. Okay. Then moving further, draw a picture in your notebook and write its name. Then the next is identify the pictures given below and write their names. Match the picture with the list. Matching can be with more than one thing also. So now let us just try to match. Now the one is already done for us. Kerosene oil, which is used in this kind of cooking system. Okay, this is a stove. In this container the kerosene oil is put, and they need to pump from here and it burns from here. Okay. Then the next is coal. Have you ever seen coal? If you are lucky enough and if you had been to some village, if you have some relatives, then the coal is used in this kind of shegdi. Okay. So this is the thing where the coal is. Basically this is a bucket. They create a hole over here, they keep the coal over here, and whatever cooking is done, it is done on this top. Then the next is electricity. So we have this this thing. See, we can see the connection over here. So it burns with electricity. All this coil, they get heated, and whatever vessel we put over here, the cooking is done like this. Then gas, of course everybody knows this gas, all of us know. Now wood is used in this kind of cooking system. Can we see this wood is there? Yes. This is all traditional cooking method. Maybe it is still practiced in villages, right? and sometimes we also go for food outside our house, and we say that cooked on chulha and all that, na, we have the fantasy, but actually this is the traditional method of cooking that was practiced. Then sunlight, you know about this. This is an instrument which has a mirror which gets the reflection from the sun, and the food is kept over here for the whole day. Maybe this is used only in the areas who have prominent sunlight, like in Gujarat. We most of the houses they practice using this thing, solar cooker, and the food is kept over here and the food gets cooked. Yeah, it actually gets cooked with the help of sunlight. Then the other is cow dung cakes. So cow dung cakes are also used in this kind of traditional cooking method. Yes, and maybe in this also it is used. Okay, so we are done with this portion. Then moving further, read and make. Soak whole moong seeds overnight in water. We're going to soak the green moong that we use. We eat frequently, maybe on Wednesdays we eat, and in school also many times you get the food. In the morning, wrap the soaked moong in the wet cloth and cover it. Take it out after a day. Do you find any difference? Yes. So this is what you're going to actually practically do at your home and see. Then we'll get the moong sprouts like this. Okay, and when we are going to consume this moong in this form, it is more nutritious. And then now what is written? Add sliced onions, tomatoes, salt and lemon juice to the moong and mix and share it with your classmates. But this will not be able to share now, so you can have it as a breakfast. Okay, you are going to do it and you're going to click a picture and send it to me. Then look and write. Which are the other things you can prepare without cooking? Okay, so now here we are doing cooking. We are going to prepare the dish without cooking. So lemon water, mix sugar in the water, add the lemon juice, stir it, and the lemon water is ready. Now, what are the other things that you can make without cooking? I know one thing, that is cold coffee. We can make easily without cooking. Then you have to think of something else. The raw food that you can eat. You can prepare a fruit salad, that is cut the fruits and then put some chaat masala and have it. Or you can also use the vegetables that we can eat raw, that we have already discussed, right? So we can also make sandwiches. So you'll just have to add to this list according to your choice and your preferences. So now children, we are done with the lesson. I hope you have understood it, and whatever the written portions I will send you soon. Thank you children. Happy learning.